Hello, everybody. Wow, I've just shocked you guys. Thank you so much. The last few days, my sub count has just climbed and I'm just blown away and I really appreciate it. I know time is precious and the fact that you guys spent any with me is truly a privilege. So thank you so much. Anyways, I hope I don't let you down. But this one's going to be fun, you guys. I promise you. I have great commercials. And in my Harkle videos, the commercials are the ads. Well, they're not the ads, but they're the funnies that I put in. I call them commercials. And I do my things in chapter form. So you'll get the chapter, and at the end of each chapter, we get a commercial. So yeah, that's how I do it. But anyways, we are going to have fun. My videos always get better as we go along. So trust me, you will want to stick around. I always save the best for last. I really do. But yeah. So anyways, let's just get into it and let's have fun. This chapter this is just the beginning. Good Lord, help us all. So I found this online and I'm going to read it. Everything, by the way, that I'm going to present to you guys is going to be either very juicy or funny or both. I promise you. Okay, so we have just started 2024 and it has been full of bad news for H&M. First, they were not invited or uninvited to the wedding of the year. Hugh Grosvenor, the Duke of Westminster's wedding. And the photo of the lovely couple. They look very happy. Karma has really settled tent in Harry and Meg's garden, and it is not leaving anytime soon. We are a week into 2024, and we have back-to-back punches. First, Harry is excluded from the high society wedding of the year. That is the Duke of Westminster's wedding this summer. That is exclusion from the elite, aristocratic and royal circle he was born in. William is invited, of course. Second, Harry is excluded from Sandhurst's 200 top alumni of all time in a major snub to distance themselves from him. That is exclusion from the only career he claims. Prince William made the cut. He even pens the foreword. So they put this picture there, and I was just thinking, you know what, you guys? If he had not left, if he had stayed there, we wouldn't know for sure, about him and how horrible he is with how horrific he treats women and animals and all that kind of stuff. There would have been rumors and whispers and all of that. But that PR machine is pretty powerful, you guys. Like, it really is. I heard, I'm just going to say it now while I remember, I actually heard that, I'll find it at some point and I'll put it in a video, but that the Queen was told before, the wedding and all that MM wasn't pregnant because I guess she said she was or whatever. But anyways, apparently right after that, the editors of the papers and that had like a meeting with the Queen, and after that nothing was ever said again about her bump, really. So I believe, honestly, because it has to be, think about it, right? Mainstream media would have been all over this, but they've been told not to. So that's why there's us, the YouTubers. That's really, seriously, we're the ones that bring you whatever truth is out there. We bring everything to you guys so you can discern yourself, right? Like, I know I do. I'll bring you the gossip, the facts, whatever, and you can decide for yourself what you think is true or not, but at least you get that choice, and at least you get some sort of information. With the mainstream media, never, ever any information that is true. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that has a lot to do with this whole, him being outed for the man that he really is. It's just absolutely crazy when you think about it. Meghan was excluded from the Golden Globe reunion with her former Suits co-star and comedian Jokoy, who I have in my shorts, you guys, he's hilarious, mocked her, and Harry mercilessly saying, "How great was Imelda Sutton in The Crown? Wasn't she amazing? Her portrayal of the Queen was so good, Prince Harry called her and asked for money." I love it. Oh, poor Queen, that is what he did. Ugh. Meghan has also appeared to have been quietly dropped by WME after she ghost wrote Endgame. WME even called the book out for its unfair attack on Princess Kate. Yikes! As H&M always loved to pick the eve of Catherine's birthday to attack her in the RF, it is quite fitting that karma this year is paying them both humiliating dividends right on the eve of her birthday. Who said karma doesn't have a sense of humor? I was supposed to have this out yesterday, you guys, like for the birthday and everything, and it just didn't happen, and I apologize most profusely. I usually have a video, just so everybody knows, 2 to 3, like a Harkle one, 2 to 3 days. And then I do laughter breaks, and then once a week, Jeffrey. But this one was a little bit longer, and I do apologize. I don't mean to let anybody down. It couldn't really be helped. I had a lot going on, but I hope I make it up for you throughout this one. So yeah, let's continue. Oh, they had a picture too of Ted Sarandos, CEO of Netflix. How do I get my 100 million? That is so funny. On top of that, a federal judge in Florida has ruled that the Samantha Markle's defamation lawsuit against Meghan would have a tentative trial date in November 2024. Samantha has claimed that Meghan defamed her during her tell-all with Oprah Winfrey in 2021. She is seeking $75,000 in damages. The trial is expected to last about 5 days. I guess some people get what they deserve. I think this is the most appointed time to remind everyone that Catherine is the most popular royal in the U.S. I love it. You guys, I am dying. If this, we always, we get so, yay, it's going to happen. And then we get disappointed when it comes to court stuff, I find. But I'm just praying because this is in the U.S., that it'll actually go through, because I am all there for it. I will be covering that. No question about it. I know everybody will be, but yeah, it's going to be so epic. I can't wait. I think there's going to be some big old truth bombs that are going to be floating around. And I suspect Meghan is crapping herself, as she should be.
Get people out.
He better, and Rachel Zane better make an appearance in there as well.
Sure, Mike and Rachel in Seattle. They got to come down to LA. They got to fix some stuff.
I mean, we need Miss Markle back in the mix too. If Suits is coming back,
she's pretty popular right now. It's kind of a thing.
I don't know why.
Yeah. Did you hear about Meghan?
Meghan Markle. Do you know who she is?
I'll tell you later.
Hopefully,
There's a lot of stuff going on. Yeah.
Well, I got to tell you, you guys are going to be a moment of the night.
I found that, you guys. I was like, this is hysterical. That's like your biggest nightmare, no? And it kind of goes into this little thing that I found that's funny. It's really short, and I wanted to share it. So, okay. Duchess ditches Suits soiree. Markle says no thanks to Golden Globes reunion and extra bodyguards. Forget fairy tales, folks. This is real life for Meghan Markle. It turns out that all that glitters at the Golden Globes isn't diamonds. It's the hefty price tag of royal level security. While rumors of the group's return had fans foaming at the mouth, Duchess Meghan couldn't be bothered to grace the ceremony with her presence, apparently due to, wait for it, a lack of bodyguards. Yes, you read that right. Apparently, the mere act of Gaddafi mingling with Hollywood hoi polloi without her usual battalion of burly bodyguards, that's a mouthful, was enough to send shivers down Meghan's spine and make her skip the whole shindig. Now we understand, darling. Paparazzi can be pesky, but come on, it's the Golden Globes. Even Prince William braved the red carpet without his own private SAS unit. But then again, maybe Meghan had bigger fish to fry, like perfecting her woe is me pout for her upcoming legal showdown with her sister Samantha, or perhaps she was busy crafting another heartfelt Instagram post about the plight of endangered butterflies, complete with a perfectly staged photo shoot in her Montecito Mansion's butterfly garden. We can't be sure, but one thing's for certain, the rumor mill surrounding Meghan's absence is churning faster than a royal chef whipping up a batch of corgi canapes. So I'm just put this on while I chat so you have something to look at, something lovely. I was thinking also about that whole Prince Harry missing out on the top 200 alumni. He must be just dying, honestly. Like, he must be sitting there, if he had any smarts whatsoever, and going, what did I do? I gave up the only thing and made myself look like the biggest asshole going with Invictus and everything else, right? Having to do with veterans and whatnot. Over this cheap, well, I can't even say it, but you know what I mean. Like, wow. And this is the start of your year, guys. This is the start of your year. This is something else. I'm not even kidding. Like, wow. And there is, there's some pretty juicy stuff coming. And you guys, I have a photo of Birkenhead, the bump, where somebody got an angle. You can actually see it. I haven't seen this photo before, but we'll be getting to that later. Like I said, all in due time, everything comes. All the good stuff comes as we go along. Not that this isn't good, but you know what I mean. Okay. So right now, I think we need some commercial break. Yeah.
I love my brother. I love my family. I always do.
In the book that there was a problem on a boat that took place? What happened?
We were on a fishing expedition on the Royal Yacht in the British Virgin Islands.
That sounds nice.
At one point, my brother, he caught a squid. It was quite large.
Okay.
And it was going to be prepared and cooked by the private chefs on the yacht. But as they pulled it up, it squirted black ink all over my brother's face.
Wow.
Almost immediately, everyone began laughing.
Well, yeah, that's funny.
It was hurtful.
Well, what's the problem with that?
And I wasn't laughing.
Why weren't you laughing?
Because there's nothing funny about blackface.
Oh.
It was certainly a dig at M.
It's a squid squirting ink, Harry.
I believe the squid was biased.
Oh, I can't.
It's hurtful.
What happened with the squid in the end? Did you eat it?
Yes, it was excellent. But still hurtful.
Sounds difficult.
Put it this way, the ocean is problematic. Full of racist creatures.
The ocean is racist?
Or at least unconsciously biased creatures.
This is just getting too weird. It's too much. Don't say it.
And I love my brother, and I love my family, and I love calamari. But
Stories, the good life.
Hurry up and get out. We have to book 2 kid actors from 7 to 9 tonight.
Are we doing another photo shoot?
No, Zendaya and Tom Holland are coming over for dinner and TikTok.
We are not on TikTok.
I know that. Hence why we need to book 2 kids that use TikTok and have dance talent.
Do 8-month-olds know how to use TikTok?
Honestly, I don't know, but you better find one by 7 tonight. I need to start getting ready. They will be here in 6 hours. We need Zendaya and Tom to be on our podcast, so you better be on your best behavior.
They're so funny. So, okay, this one, our queen played the long game. Loyalty's everything. The granddaughters-in-law and birthdays. So this chapter, what I'm going to do is I went through and I found from 2018 to this year, the birthday wishes from the royal family to Princess Catherine, because it was her birthday yesterday, and also to me again, and see how things changed and see how our lovely queen used that as her way of showing them how she's feeling, you know? It's really kind of cool. So let's get to it. Okay, so I'm going to start with the Duchess of Cambridge first and then compare it to me again's after. There's not very many. I didn't go get crazy or anything, so it won't take long, but it's very interesting. The only thing that I've changed is I put the date up in the right-hand corner. The purple is for royalty for Catherine, and then me again just gets green. Anyway, So 2018, the royal family, which is the Queen, whenever it says the royal family, that's the Queen, wishes the Duchess of Cambridge a very happy birthday. Find out more about the Duchess and her work here. So that's just a lovely card, or I guess online card. So, me again, it was in the beginning. So she got wishing the Duchess of Sussex a very happy birthday. The Queen and Duchess are pictured during a joint visit to Chester in 2018. Also from the royal family, aka the Queen. So I wanted to show this one for a reason, because it says, happy birthday to HRH, the Duchess of Sussex, hashtag happy birthday HRH. That was so important to her, that HRH. And the fact that the Queen did that was lovely. Let's remember, these are the people that treated her so horribly, and she was just, it was awful for her, and it was a prison, and blah, blah. Really? Really? Huh. Because it certainly doesn't seem that way to me, but that's just me. 2019, happy birthday to HRH, the Duchess of Cambridge, also from the Queen. So for me again, a very happy birthday to HRH, the Duchess of Sussex. Now, Clarence House. This was right before they did the runner, right? So she got the HRH and all that. And it just, you know what? I was going through these and I was thinking to myself, wow, this crazy woman wants all of this adulation and adoration and all of it. And she had it. She had it. She didn't have to lift a finger to get it either. She just spread her legs. Let's be real. Anyway, she literally had it all. I have never in my entire existence literally watched somebody ruin their life quite as hugely and in such a fantastic manner as Meghan. Never in my life. She had everything she ever wanted and then just pissed it away. Just unbelievable. Wow. Okay, 2020 now. Clarence House is wishing the Duchess of Cambridge a very happy birthday. And this one, the royal family, the Queen, wishing the Duchess of Cambridge a very happy birthday. Find out more about the Duchess and her work here. So, this was right as they had left. So, they were being, they were being rotten, but not quite as horrific as what it will be. So, the Queen actually did wish her a happy birthday, wishing the Duchess of Sussex a happy birthday, and put in an older photo because they didn't have any newer ones, right? She didn't do anything. I mean, how many jobs did she really do when she was there? She was the laziest person. Can you imagine what Princess Anne must have been saying and thinking about her? Oh, I'd have loved to be a fly on the wall there. 2021. The royal family, which is the Queen, wishing the Duchess of Cambridge a very happy birthday today. Hashtag happy birthday HRH. And then she got one from the Prince of Wales and the Duchess of Cornwall at the time. Happy birthday to the Duchess of Cambridge. So even though she was at this point being pretty horrific, right? She still got happy birthdays from the Cambridges and from the Queen and from the Prince of Wales at the time as well. They did it the smart way, you guys, because she just looks so much more horrible because they're not retaliating and being, rotten back. So yeah, she was lucky, I think, to get this birthday wish, 2022, the royal family, the Queen, wishing the Duchess of Cambridge a very happy 40th birthday today. So, another old photo, but what can they do? The Prince and Princess of Wales wishing a happy birthday to the Duchess of Sussex in 2022. But look who didn't send a card. The Queen's notable reaction to Meghan Markle's birthday. The Queen didn't issue a public birthday message to Meghan Markle. Now that had to have stung, because I have a feeling she's so narcissistic that she would have thought that the queen would have still been doing it, you know? Like, I have no doubt. So the Cambridges as well. There is bad blood. Prince William and Kate Middleton didn't reach out to Meghan Markle on her birthday, sources reveal. Why would they? Why should they? Good grief, right? Okay, 2023, a lovely photo. And of course, wishing the Princess of Wales a very happy birthday today, the royal family, which is the Queen. Well, it looks like they went too far this time. The royal family's silent on Meghan Markle's 42nd birthday. They didn't send her anything. Nobody did. Why should they? Look at all the horrific things they had done by this point, right? It's just last year. I mean, come on, right? They've been horrific. They both have been horrific. So this year, 2024, for Catherine, you know what? This was the best thing they could have done because they're all there in their crowns and everything, right? And that would just eat her alive, Meghan. It would. She'd just be probably having 17 fits. I think it's good. She deserves it. So I decided I was going to make the birthday card I think that, you know, the royal family should give me again this year. Yep. I'm so proud, you guys. I am so inept at anything technical. Like, I don't edit nothing. And I taught myself. I found a template for a royal card, and I figured out how to make stickers. And I took this particular a meme, I guess, or, you know, the cartoon off of Quora, but like I did everything else myself and I'm so proud. I really am. But anyways, so the card would be at the not racist royal family, wishing the not Duchess of Sussex, Rachel Meghan Ragland Markle, a happy 53rd birthday for the Kensington Palace 2024. 53rd. Sorry, I crack myself up sometimes. Okay, commercial time.
You have been asking for me to come back and see you and talk to you again. You're all so kind. I think it's just that everybody loves me, isn't it? That everybody loves me? I think so. I know that because we just got our card from Spotify. Spotify gave us $18 million to do podcasts for them, and they've sent me this cute little card. Look, it says, thanks for sweet FA. Isn't that just so nice? What do they mean by sweet FA? I wonder. I think they mean sweet, thanks for being a sweet, fabulous African-American woman of colour. Yeah, that's what they mean, obviously. People are attacking Harry at the moment, or H, as I like to call him, so I can work my way through the alphabet later if there's a better husband that should come along. They're attacking H because he said, if you don't enjoy your job or it doesn't give you joy, you should just quit. And I totally agree with him. Why wouldn't you just work for joy? Sorry? A mortgage? I don't know. What is a mortgage? I don't know what one of... bills? No, sorry. No. Well, people just need to think outside the box. If they can't pay their way, you just sleep with a prince. I mean, seriously. Or you do what H did. You just meet a Saudi in a bar and you get $50,000 for that for your charity. Yeah. And then you pretend you had nothing to do with the whole situation with the Saudis and the CBE. Yeah. I don't know. The little people. Crazy. What can I say? People have been asking me as well about my clutch where I keep Harry's testicles. You've been asking if you can see them, so I thought I would get them out. Now, there is a before and after with this. This is Harry's testicles before he met me, because he was like really fun. He used to like turn up in Vegas dressed as a Nazi with a bevy of blonde beauties balanced on his ballsack. That was before he met me, but look, these are his testicles I carry around with me now. Yeah, they're all little shriveled, aren't they? So cute. So cute, just like my H. Anyway, that's it from me, Princessy Queenie Meghan Markle with a little crown on top. More from me later. And remember, if your job does not bring you joy, just quit.
I love Katie. She's so funny. Okay, guys, this was a big one here. Always the kids. Yes, always the kids. More real Lily info and new Birkenhead photos. Oh my God. Yep. Okay, so I found out a little bit more information than I had last time about the Costa Rica thing. So it says Meghan Markle's alleged impersonation scandal in Costa Rica. Heather Dorak reveals that Meghan Markle allegedly hired her daughter to play Lilibet in Costa Rica and hasn't compensated her for the act. The supposed pursuit of privacy by Meghan and Prince Harry takes a curious twist as their actions in Costa Rica contradict their public image. Despite their assertions of wanting a private life away from the media's gaze, the royal couple found themselves in the spotlight during their Costa Rican getaway. Paparazzi captured their moments, and local media was informed about their presence in Zapland and Guanacaste, bringing attention to their supposed private vacation. Okay, so I just thought I would take this picture again and show you guys. I put an arrow to the little girl who we call Costa Rica Lily now, or I do, because that's the one they use there. Apparently, I said this in my last video, I believe, but that Meghan skipped out after 3 days. It was a 7-day stay, and they didn't pay the hotel bill either. And apparently, there was no kids with them. There was no, kids stuff, no toy, nothing. So, I mean, that says a lot, doesn't it? And you know what says a lot is that this woman, this lady here, she is actually willing to put her name out there and like her kid and everything. To me, it's hard not to believe her. So that's where I sit with it. I don't know about the money situation, all that, but I don't think people would come out and actually say that, if it wasn't true, at least maybe, there wasn't money, but there was, I don't know, but there was definitely lending of a child, because that child was not the Lily that we have been shown for however long. Just wasn't. So yeah, I wanted to just touch on that a little bit, because I had before. This just goes a little bit further. But you guys, I'm just shocked. I'm going to go to Birkenhead. I know it's but it's the big one. We all know that one and the other one. But anyway, somebody must have got it from a different angle or something, because you're going to just be shocked when I show you. So let's just get to those. Okay, so I just wanted to show the mother-to-be was pictured cradling her tummy as she arrived for the engagement. So this just shows how large she looked, right, as she went in. I just wanted one more because I put no excess swelling. You can see that there is nowhere on her body that looks pregnant whatsoever, just this bump. Nothing. That doesn't happen to normal women. You know what I mean? Just doesn't. Okay, so this picture I wrote, leaving, where's the baby? Now, look, there's no bump. Like, I know you guys all know this, but maybe there are people who don't. So, what I'm saying, I'll just explain a little bit. So there's no protruding bump, is there? But look on, where lower, it looks fuller down there. Just wait. Look at that, you guys. Look at that. She has a slit in that dress, right? Well, look on the bottom right. It's circle. I circled it. That's me. Circled where you could see something under there. And then above, they brought it in further, right? Like I had never seen this before. Have you guys? Like, honestly, please tell me in the comments. I know we've all seen like these pictures. Yes. And then on the left, you can see like where that bump is. Like, look where it is. It's literally, you can see it's defined. So anyways, I personally, myself, had not seen this particular angle, this particular photo. I haven't. So I'm shocked that I found it. I am shocked that I found this. I spent days researching, you guys, and it doesn't seem like that maybe, but I do. And half the stuff I don't even use. I junk it, but I just take everything and then sift through it. This was something else. I had to share it with you guys. I don't know if anybody else has this, but yes, tell people, please. This shows it. It does. It shows it literally. Like, So yeah, I really, really was excited to show you guys that. So because of this, I made a PPP commercial with the Birkenhead as she's arriving and as she's leaving. And my daughter, she's so terrific. But anyways, she has little things on there like flicking her coat, and like PPP flicks her coat and rubs her belly and cradles it and then freaks out at the end. Oh, where's my belly and stuff. Honest to God, I'm just telling you guys that just so that you keep an eye out for it, because it's quite humorous. And I hope you enjoy it. So let's take a chance and check it out.
Well, what is this Birkenhead or Birkin something or you something? All I know is that I should be getting paid for this stuff. Yeah, sure. All I gotta do is stand there and hold my head up high, I guess, and shake hands, and I don't know, but I should be getting paid for this nonsense. Hi, everybody. Goodbye. Thank you for having us. Bye, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Bye. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Oh, H. Is that look of horror on your face what I think it is? Get me in the car, man. Stat.
We're in the car and driving up, and he said, "You know how to curtsy, right?" And I just thought it was a joke.
Bow to your grandmother, and then you will need to curtsy, especially to an American. Like, that's weird.
Understand this?
To be dancing around this question, Megan, much like a naked pride parader around a public water fountain. Yeah, I saw that. Well, okay, then yeah. It has been mentioned that long term, if I want to make the most of my, incredible talent. Sorry, what was that? Incredible talent? Right. Then I'm going to have to make some, difficult decisions, real difficult decisions. I mean, some people live with, a wart or skin tag for years, and sometimes they even learn to have a little bit of, affection, a little bit of affection for that gross thing on their arm, growing on their arm. Yeah, I had a skin tag once, Steve. But that doesn't mean that you won't, cut it off the first real opportunity you get, the first safe and profitable opportunity that comes about.
Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed that. So this is the last chapter, and it's got some pretty juicy stuff, guys. It really does. So buckle up. They live where? They said what? Yeah. Okay, so I found this little thing, and I'm pretty sure probably most of us know. She said we are one plane crash away from the throne. Up top it says Prince Harry doesn't need security from people. King Charles needs security from these two morons. I haven't read anything he wrote, but one of the things he wrote is the typhoon tracked paw did a low pass straight over him that almost shattered the windows of his Audi, but ultimately spared him on my authority. What does that mean? What does that mean? Does that mean he was going to off his dad? What does that mean? I'm freaking out here because I don't know what that means. What? These people are scary. They're literally cray. Oh, so I have a clip here, because it's kind of, this last chapter is a little bit of a mumbo jumbo, but it's fine. It's just stuff I found. But anyways, I found a clip about a lie that they did at the Portland, and with Megan talking about how, they went to the emergency at the Portland, blah, 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 all this stuff. It's all in the clip. Basically, she lied, right? She said this and she said that. Well, anyways, there's somebody that worked there, whatever, that is going to tell us the facts. And I thought it was pretty interesting to hear. So we are going to do that. And then I have something else that's just going to blow you away. And then we have a great ending, I promise you.
One lie I know for sure, because it is my business, is when she talks about the Portland Hospital, which is where she gave birth to Archie. Now, the Portland Hospital is a terrible hospital. Let them come for me. I have receipts. I work as a parenting coach, and sometimes that involves being there for the birth, being there in the weeks after the birth, being a hands-on maternity nurse person. I have lots of clients who want to give birth at the Portland Hospital because it's the celebrity hospital. And I tell them absolutely not. It's a terrible hospital. Quite frankly, it's dangerous. If they want a private birth, they can go to the Kensington wing at the Chelsea and Westminster, or they can go to the Lindo wing at St Mary's, which is where the royal family deliver. Because the Portland Hospital doesn't have an emergency department. So if you are a high-risk birth or something happens during that labour to either you or your baby, there's no crash team, there's nothing. They will call an ambulance and you'll be sent to the nearest NHS hospital. So when Megan was talking about, the emergency department, that's why we couldn't do the photograph in front of the hospital, there is no emergency department. That's an absolute lie. Also, when she said, my doctor works out of the Portland, so that's where I had to deliver, another lie. All those doctors are private doctors. They will go to whichever hospital you want to deliver, and you will pay for the room, for the labour, the C-section, theatre room, etc. You pay for that, and you pay for the doctor. The doctors don't specifically work out of one hospital or another. They'll go wherever. You go to the Portland if you want clout, which is why I don't work with clients who insist on delivering at the Portland. I don't know why she lied about this, but she lied.
This is why I do not understand why she insists on lying when it can be proven so easily. Everything she's lied about has been proven so easily, you guys. It just, what? Now, the British people, all you lovely British people, I'm sure you know already about the Portland Hospital, but the rest of us don't, right? So it's nice to actually hear from somebody who's worked there or does or doesn't or whatever, right? She knows what she's talking about is the point. So I really liked that. I was glad to actually hear that because I hadn't heard anything about the Portland Hospital really much. But anyway, I have something else now that is quite interesting. I don't know what to think about it, so we're just going to figure it out together. Okay, so you guys, it says here, why has Doria moved to Meghan Markle's Montecito mansion for hazard control, as reported by Nikki Scott? So immediately I was like, no, because I believe that they don't live in that mansion, that if they ever did, but if they did, they don't now. I firmly believe that. I've heard of that for months. Many sources have said that. Blah, blah, blah. So, this is very short, you guys, but I'm going to read out what somebody says. And I'll let you guys know beforehand that I tend to agree with what this person is saying, not this. This, I think, is PR stunt for whatever reason, but it's a PR stunt. No question about it. Such BS. They do not live in a Montecito mansion. Their lease terminated in March or April. The yacht hag lives at San Yestro Ranch. Someone says they all deserve each other. Excuse me. I've heard this, you guys, lots. They never lived there. According to royal sources in a blue-blooded nation, Sussexes have never lived where they say they live at the Olive Garden home. Markle lived with Marcus at San Yestro Ranch. Entrepreneur Ty Warner acquired the ranch in 2000, whilst the ginger-haired one is all over the place. Since then, Markle moved by herself to Beverly Hills Hotel. Meghan Markle is thought to be spending more time alone at the Beverly Hills Hotel as she pursues her Hollywood career comeback. It was rumored earlier this year that Meghan, 46, which I do believe, moved alone and set up a base in a hotel suite close to her talent agency, William Morris Endeavor in Los Angeles. This is October 8th, 2023. I do believe that she is moving around. She's at Soho. She's with Marcus, whatever. She's not with Harry. I don't believe that. I don't. I've heard way too many times, too many different people from too much sources that they don't live together and they don't live in that mansion. But anyways, what was said under this was very, very interesting. This is all brand new, you guys. This is just yesterday. Heard this rumor a week or two back, and it's allegedly Russian money. And they aren't too concerned about the loan being repaid. More about having certain people indebted to them might be advantageous. Might be to their advantage. Someone else says this Russian connection the Harkles have: Russian home in Canada, Russian home in Montecito, Russian apartment in New York for the reality show, and now borrowed Russian money makes them even more like Edward and Wallace with their connections to Hitler. Holy crap, you guys. What is this? Like, do you remember somebody saying, I can't quite recall who, somebody pretty big, but they said that the same forces, I think the word was forces, that control Andrew also control me again and Harry? Could this be it? Like they're indebted to people like the Russian oligarchs? Like, honestly, these are really nasty people, you guys. These are really nasty people. Like, let me just say, you do not want to be ever indebted to these people. So I don't know what's going on. But I do know there is a lot that we don't know. Like with the elite, with the royals, with a lot of things. I'm not saying all I'm saying is, I'm not saying the other royal. I'm talking about Harry and me again. They are vile, guys. They're vile. They are not okay upstairs. The only thing that concerns me is that it might be a risk to like William and Catherine and the family, because these two people are so consumed with jealousy, rage, and hatred towards them that it's literally scary. I'm sure you guys have seen this last week where people are starting to bring out some of the posts that people have put up about basically offing the Cambridges. Like, it's just sick. Anyway, wow. So I wanted to share that with you guys. I always come with something. Holy shit. I don't know where I come up with this stuff. But anyway, I wanted to end it with a Thomas Markle Jr. It's an older one, but it's hilarious. So we're going to have a good laugh. I promise you that. And I will see you guys in the next one. And it won't take as long this time. Hopefully. I shouldn't say that unless something bad happens to me. But yes, thank you so much, you guys, for being here. I appreciate it more than you can ever know. And yeah, I love it. I love to answer your comments. I love everything about it. So if you don't mind, if you like the video, pressing like would be great. And other than that, let's watch Thomas. And I will see you guys in the next one. All right? Okay. Bye.
All right. That's right. What's happening, baby? It's Chick Magnet. And I'm going to be your substitute teacher for the day. But now, before we get started, I want everybody to pay close attention now as to, you don't want to have your daddy pay your way through life and have to rub 2 nickels or pesos together just to get that salad bar at that taco stand. So pay close attention, boys and girls, because you wouldn't want your hard-working, back-breaking daddy to put your ass all the way and pay your way through life and then shit all over him, now would you? Okay, so pay attention, boys and girls. Okay, first thing I want to talk about today is we're going to do a little bit of a class exercise so I could educate my audience and keep them very, very smart and intelligent. But first, let's talk about estranged. Now, I know a real nice family that got a raw deal being called estranged, all these nasty names in the media for many years. But now, I'm pleased to introduce the most famous estranged couple in the world. Not only are they estranged from the BRF, but they're estranged from another family too. Welcome to the club there, losers. Man, and these attention seekers. Boy, hurry up. I'm going out of the house. You better call back, Griff. I'm going to have myself a triple prune juice latte and go for a hike. Yeah, and if you can't find me, I'll be in the porta potties blowing my colon out. Yeah. Man, I know somebody like that who was just in the news. That's pretty funny. Oh, man. Okay, boys and girls, what we're going to do today is we're going to do a little bit of an exercise here on our old chalkboard, okay? It's called word association. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put up a picture, and I want you to think very hard about the first thing that comes to your head, and then I'll write the answer down for you. First of all, Chicky Boy's choking on his mustache again. Okay, boys and girls, now, what do you see here in this picture? Let me get my pen. What do you see here in this picture? What's the first thing that comes to your mind? Does it give you nightmares? I mean, something like a grizzly bear threw up in the forest and it's rotten with a bunch of flies and maggot on? Yeah. What would these be called? Oh, that's right, boys and girls. Hammer toes. That's right. Hammer toes. Good one, guys. Are you ready for the next picture? Okay. Let's see. What's the next thing that comes to mind on the list? Now, could it be?
He's cracking up.
Oh, shit.
I love it. That's the best.
So one more question here, guys, and we're going to get this done. One more question. When you take this big package here, what does all that add up to? Come on now, think real hard. What? Somebody who's full of shit and full of themselves? Well, come on. Narcissist! Oh, he got it right off the bat. That's right.
The baby bump, you guys.
Yeah, that's right. It spells narcissist. This whole package, that means narcissist. That's right. Oh, man, give that boy 4 gold stars. Put him at the head of the class. Well, now who could that be calling? Let me find my phone over here. Yellow. Big H. Whoa. What do I owe this pleasure call for? Hey, let me ask you, son, did you ever get down to the bottom of finding those dirty underwear under your bed? Just out of curiosity. No? Well, maybe check the gardener and see if he's missing any underwears. Anyway, what can I do you for there, son? You about ready to come on down for a cold brewski and start enjoying life for a change? Man, dude, you need a break, son. Yeah? Oh, no, I'm just doing a little substitute teacher here for my buddy Tommy Boy. And I'm just teaching people in the entire world of what kind of people to avoid in life. Matter of fact, you should have got your ass down here and attended my class. You could use all the help you can get. Well, don't take that the wrong way and stop your damn bawling, boy. It's over. Don't you understand that now? It's over. It's all over. Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Get used to it. Yep. It's called the strain. Anyway, son, you have yourself a good day there now, boy. And you take care. Don't hesitate to be a stranger. Okay? You go home and you tell that wifey poo who's boss. You can always run to the chicken coop in case you get a scared. She's gonna open up a can of whoop ass on you, boy. Oh, Big Edge. You have fun now up there wrangling them chickens. All right, buddy? I'll check you later. That Big Edge, he's a big crack up, man. Oh. What the hell is that? It looks like there's some funny business.